Review.
Pokemon X and Y is the first of the main series to make it onto the 3DS, and it is the same Pokemon experience at its core. But that means it's a compelling adventure driven by complex rock, scissors, paper-like gameplay, and its charming cast of hundreds of creatures to capture. It's Kevin Van Ord standing in for reviewer Randolph Ramsey to tell you about Pokemon X and Y. Pokemon XY is not just a copy of what has come before. Pokemon XY's foundations are surrounded by a scaffolding of new features that build upon its gameplay fundamentals. A lot of what makes it immediately enticing is the upgraded visuals. It's impressive to finally see your Pokemon battle it out as more than low-definition 2D images, as in previous games in the series. And the nicely detailed character models truly add to the connection you feel with your little critters. The game is still a compelling mix of strategy and collection. Pokemon XY adds a new type of creature to the mix, meaning its rock, paper, scissors-like mechanic of exploiting specific type weaknesses has become even more intricate. The thrill of playing out a well-executed battle where you successfully manage to prey on your opponent's weak points while minimizing yours has long been one of the main joys of Pokemon, and it's still strong in X and Y. There's more Pokemon to catch than ever before, too, with this game's Pokédex spanning all of the previous games in the series. This means you'll see plenty of new and familiar faces. And while the joys are the same when the core gameplay remains so unchanged, so too are the frustrations. For example, the random encounter nature of dungeons and grasslands can still get annoying when all you want to do is make it to the next gym, and the Pokemon box storage system is still as clunky and unwieldy as ever. Thankfully, there are some really positive additions, the most significant being Super Training. With Super Training, trainers can now significantly alter any of their Pokemon's stats, boosting areas where they're weak or further improving on their strengths. Super Training adds another complex layer of strategy and planning to the game, and is sure to be especially important when taking on other real-world trainers in Pokemon XY's multiplayer modes. Other new additions Pokemon X and Y brings are somewhat less impactful. Mega Evolutions allow certain Pokemon to evolve past their final stage temporarily during a battle, but don't really play into your strategy too often. Pokemon Ami, a Nintendo Dogs-like mode where you can pet, feed, and play minigames with your Pokemon to boost their affinity with you, feels like a distraction. Other changes make the game less of a grind. You'll receive an experience share item early in the game that can split XP with your entire party, and you'll get access to rollerblades and a bike pretty quickly, meaning travel is less of a chore. In fact, Pokemon XY is a less challenging game than previous entries in the series. You're given some pretty solid Pokemon by characters within the game, so it's likely that the team you have within a few hours may be good enough to take you through the lengthy single-player campaign. The game, however, does an admirable job of tempting you with new creatures. Each different area you come across features a good mix of new Pokemon to capture, and as always, they're leveled up sufficiently to match any challenges you'll find in the location you're in, making swapping to newly caught creatures a viable and attractive option. Pokemon X and Y also has several multiplayer features that include a variety of battle modes, a global trading system for captured Pokemon, and ways to support your friends through the awarding of temporary boosts. It's a comprehensive online offering, making you feel more connected than ever to other Pokefans for battling or trading. Pokemon XY is a welcome evolution in this long-running franchise. It's a great-looking game that has a solid addictive core that has been enhanced by its new additions. Pokemon XY certainly sticks to the formula, but when it looks and plays this well, there's really only one thing to say. Pokemon X and Y, I choose you.